If you're tired of scrolling on your phone all day, letting meaningless content steal your attention, it's time to invest in yourself and embrace hobbies that can add some sort of value and enhance your life. The first hobby is making a vision board. With 2026 coming up, there's honestly no better time to make a vision board. It's not just a fun activity, but it's also a powerful way to get clear on your goals and visualize the life you want to create. I remember the first time I tried making one, I was unsure if it would actually help, but it ended up being surprisingly motivating. Having your goals and dreams visible like this just makes them feel more achievable. And every glance at your board gives you a little boost of motivation to keep going and stay focused on the life you're building. And honestly, the process of making it is just so enjoyable. It's creative, relaxing, and at the same time, it gets you excited to start fresh for the next year and work on yourself. The next hobby is doing your own nails. This is something I'm not perfect at, but I really enjoy it because it's fun and rewarding in so many ways. It demands a lot of patience, and sometimes it can be really tricky, but the payoff at the end is totally worth it. You don't just get to experiment with different colors, designs, and styles, but it also saves you a lot of money compared to going to a salon every time. It's a fun, creative hobby where you get to express yourself and explore what works for you while learning a very practical skill. The next hobby on the list is knitting or crocheting. There's honestly something so special about creating something with your own hands. The process of planning your design and carefully putting everything together not only builds valuable skills to have in life, but it also leaves you with a tangible and unique piece that you can be proud of and that you can style, wear, or even gift to somebody. And it's not only limited to wearable pieces. You can also make blankets, pillows, flowers, and so many other cozy home decor items for your space. And if you enjoy creating things with your own hands, then jewelry making is also a hobby you'll probably love. I've always wanted to learn how to make my own jewelry, and I love hobbies that are very practical, the kind where I can create things I can actually use or wear in my everyday life. It might seem complicated from the outside, but once you try it, you realize how much freedom there is to experiment and make it your own. You can start small with simple materials and gradually work your way up to more complex designs. There's a ton of projects and tutorials you can look up for inspiration on Pinterest, whether it's bracelets, necklaces, earrings, and so many unique and creative designs you would never find in stores. Another creative hobby is scrapbooking. I love it because it's a fun way to capture memories and turn them into something personal that you can always look back on. You can make pages about your goals, your travels, your favorite memories with friends and family, or any fun experience you want to document and revisit. It's kind of like journaling, but with an artistic touch. You're not just writing down your thoughts or memories, you're also decorating and designing each page to make it uniquely yours. Another hobby is making your recipe book. This could be such a cool hobby to start for those of you who like cooking and want to get more organized in the kitchen and keep track of all your favorite recipes. And as you keep adding to it, it can become a really special keepsake you can share with your loved ones and even pass down to your kids someday. And if you're looking for hobbies to get smarter and more self-aware, I think studying psychology and human behavior is something you'll really enjoy. It's fascinating, practical, and helps you understand yourself and the people around you better. The more you learn, the more you start noticing patterns in how people think, feel, and act, including yourself. It can improve your relationships, help you communicate more effectively, and even make you more confident in social situations. And so if you want to explore this hobby even further, I highly recommend reading books by Robert Greene because he does such an incredible job breaking down human behavior and psychology. And what I love most is how he uses so many real-life examples, which makes it much easier to understand why people do what they do and how you can actually apply those lessons in your own life. Studying history is also an amazing hobby to explore. There is so much you can learn about history that can help you understand how the world works today and why people and societies behave the way they do. Because I always feel like history repeats itself. Not that the exact same events happen again, but similar mistakes and challenges keep showing up. And studying it helps you see them coming and gives you insight on how to handle them more effectively when they arise. There are so many stories that we can learn from and use as guidance when facing similar similar situations in our own lives. Another hobby is taking online courses and getting certifications in things that interest you. If there's a specific certification in your field of study or work that could give you a leg up, I would definitely suggest going for it and taking a course in that, because it's an investment in yourself that can really help you get ahead and can open so many doors for you and make you more confident in your field. The next hobby is learning a new language. I'm personally learning Spanish right now, and it's been such a fun and rewarding challenge. Not only does it give me the chance to engage with people from all different Spanish-speaking countries, but it also helped me so much when I traveled to Spain, making the trip so much more immersive and enjoyable because I could communicate with the locals and understand the culture better. And it's a skill I know I can use for years to come, whether it's personally or professionally in my career. Because even in professional settings, this holds so much value in today's global world, where being able to communicate beyond one language can give you a real edge. And it opens so many doors for you, whether that's working abroad, building a global network, or simply having more flexibility in your career. The next hobby is mindful cooking. This is cooking, but you're doing it with purpose and with a clear goal in mind, whether it be improving your skin, supporting a healthy, toned body, or simply feeling your best. For a long time, I was so focused on skincare routines, workouts, and other beauty goals, but I completely neglected what I was putting into my body. And as you can guess, the results weren't exactly what I hoped for. That's when I realized I needed to pay attention to my nutrition as well. Understanding which ingredients actually benefit your body is a game changer for all your wellness and self-improvement goals. And it's amazing how much more confident and motivated you feel in the kitchen when you have a solid understanding of how to cook mindfully for yourself. And in the same theme of cooking, we have baking. I personally find baking a bit harder than cooking because it requires more precision and patience, but that's also part of what makes it so exciting. There are so many recipes to explore and so many sweet and savory treats to try. And the best part is you can make them healthier too if you want to stay fit and balanced while still treating yourself. You can, for example, use whole grain flours instead of white flour. You can swap refined sugar for natural sweeteners like honey, maple syrup, or coconut sugar, and even add fruits or seeds like chia seeds or flax seeds to boost the nutritional value. And you can also swap regular milk chocolate for dark chocolate, which has less sugar and more antioxidants. That way you get something delicious and nourishing at the same time. The next hobby is natural skincare crafting. I've always been curious about what goes into the products I use every day, so experimenting with making my own masks, scrubs, and creams has been so fun. Not only is it creative, but it also gives me full control over what I put on my skin. And I found that these homemade treatments can actually be 10 times more effective and work wonders on your skin more than any pre-made or store-bought product you can buy. And so it not only saves you significant money, but it also gives you the freedom to experiment and see what works best for your skin. And finally, the last hobby is any type of sport. It can be walking, going to the gym, Pilates, dancing, or honestly, anything you actually enjoy and can stay consistent with. Moving your body is essential, not just for physical health, but for your mental and emotional well-being too. It helps release stress, clear your mind, and build a stronger connection with yourself. And over time, it also teaches self-respect, because showing up for your body is one of the most powerful forms of self-care and self-love. I hope this episode inspired you, whether by giving you some ideas for new hobbies or motivating you to pick up some old favorites again. Hobbies are so important. They're not just a way to pass the time, but a way to grow, learn, and take care of yourself. If you have any other hobbies you enjoy, feel free to share them in the comments. I always love discovering new ideas and hearing what you guys are passionate about. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.